Hey everyone, we will begin shortly as we are waiting for more members to join. Hey everyone, and welcome to the October chapter meeting. If you have any questions during the meeting, please type them into the chat.
Hello, Alliance HOSA. So, for the COVID-19 poster competition, volunteers will basically be creating posters to raise awareness for COVID-19. It's an individual event, and you need to submit drop boxes to Ms. Kochvar's room in either one of the boxes. It goes on till Thursday, and each participant that participates gets 1 credit, and the winner gets 2. The rubric is on Remind, and for credits, just be sure to go on to Remind to fill out the Google form for credits.
Our next event for Habitat for Humanity is called Cycle of Hope, and members will ride, walk, run, or jog to their own distance to their own course from October 10th to October 25th. You have to register through the 2020 Cycle of Hope Ride from Home, and once you register, there will be some tickets on the page, and it ranges from $60 to some that are free. And just click on one of them, and please donate any amount of money to the Habitat for Humanity. And the Google form for your credit will come up soon.
Fall Rally is coming up on October 16th. This will be a virtual or in-school event. If you're participating from home, we will send a link out and you will be expected to stay for the entire event. If you're participating in school and you're doing the in-school field trip, we'll send more details out on Remind soon, and statesman test awards will also be announced during Fall Rally.
We had our first ever virtual guest speaker on October 1st, and we had an amazing turnout. The video is up on the AAI HOSA YouTube page. Lastly, please fill out this form to help us plan other awesome speakers. It's also being sent on Remind.
We have another event coming up called Veteran Letters, and it's a great opportunity for you to show your gratitude towards our credits. All you have to do is use the link provided to type 3 meaningful letters for 1 credit. You can submit these to the Google form, and the link to the website will be sent out through a remind on the morning of the 4th.
We will also be having a game night on October 23rd from 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. We will be sending a link to this game night on Remind 101 and on our social media. So if you want to have a fun Friday night while earning a host of credit, invite some friends, grab a computer, and come on down to our Friday night game night.
Hey HOSA, join us for another one of our amazing HOSA socials on October the 28th. We will do fun fall and Halloween themed activities, and details will be sent out later on how to join the social and the time of the social.
Hey HOSA members, we have a really exciting and fun event planned for you, and it's our virtual version of our annual HOSA movie night. So the virtual movie night will be on October 30th at 6:30 p.m. and it will count for a credit, so make sure to show up. You can buy your movie tickets by either paying $2 to Coach or PayPal it to me, and we will be giving more details out soon.
We have had several outstanding members this month, but the two that have stood out the most are Vivi Agarwal and Zaid Amir. Congrats to you two. Here we have listed all of our social media. Make sure you check them all out to be up to date on all of our events, and you can always DM us on Remind or on Instagram if you have any questions. Does anyone have any questions right now? Please type them into the chat. Ashwin, can you answer that for us?
Sorry, I timed out for a bit. What was the question again?
It's
Okay.
pinned at the bottom.
Where can I find the rubric, and where do I turn in the poster? So for the rubric, it will be sent on Remind. It's actually the second Remind message that Tanvitha will send out. And then for where you need to turn in the poster, there are these 2 boxes in Miss Coachvar's room. There's a yellow box and a pink box. So you can turn it into either one. And also the rubric is attached on each of those boxes as well. And don't forget to put a little bit of hand sanitizer once you're done. Allie, as for the Yankee Candle fundraiser, I'm pretty sure that we are not doing that this year.
Are you asking about COVID posters?
Are you talking about the COVID posters for the virtual students? Okay, so for the COVID posters, yeah, I think you would have to come to school once you do it at home and then submit it into one of the drop boxes. The COVID posters are due by Thursday at 3 p.m. Also, I think somebody asked if they needed to print out their posters and then turn it in, and yes, you have to do that. It needs to be a paper copy.
Samira, we have a question about the veteran letters.
So the website online actually allows you to submit these like online. It's all virtual, so you won't have to come into school for that.
For COVID posters, you can drop off items in the front office. You do get a credit for this meeting. We're about to show you a QR code for attendance, so just stay for that. When are the letters for veterans due?
So they're from November 4th to November 6th. So the 8 o'clock on November 6th.
For the poster, you can draw, you can take pictures off the internet. It's basically whatever you want to do creatively to raise awareness for COVID-19.
Make sure you're picking up your HOSA shirts, and they will be in Coach's room.
If you're a virtual student, don't forget to email Ms. Kochvar about your shirts.
If that's all the questions we have, we're going to move on. But if you ever have any questions, please feel free to DM us on Instagram and Remind. Here we have the QR code for the attendance, so please scan that and then we'll give you your credit. Tushar, can you type in the answer for the Ideathon question? The Ideathon winners will be announced tonight. Okay, so now we have our icebreaker. I'm gonna let Gari take over for that.
So for our icebreaker, we're doing medical trivia, and this will be a competition. So I have 15 questions, and I will be asking you those questions. And if you think you know the answer, you can type the answer in the chat, and then the first person to get the answer correct will get a point. And the questions are a mix of random trivia questions and medical terminology. Okay, so if we're ready to start, then the first question is, what does the EEG stand for? Okay, so it looks like Akash got the first one correct first. Okay, the next question is, what disease does an endocrinologist usually study? So diabetes was the correct answer, so I think Nikita got that. So switching over to medical terminology real quick, what does thorac mean? So yes, most of you got that right. It is chest, and I think Jay got that correct. The next question is, what does lysis mean? So Ashley got that point, but yes, most of you were correct. The next question is, what does itis mean? So the correct answer is inflammation, and I think Jai got that correct again. The next question is, what does ectomy mean? So all of you got that correct, but Ashley got it first. The next question, switching back to random trivia, an adult body has how many bones? Correct, and Jai got that first again. The next question, what is the largest bone in the body? All right, all of you got that correct. The next question is, people with diet able to properly produce or use what? Insulin is the correct answer, and Atika got that first. Switching back to medical terminology, what does endo mean? All right, Sammy got that point. Next question is, what does epi mean? Okay, so the correct answer was upon and above, and I'm gonna give that point to Shreya because I know Coach required both answers on the test. Okay, so the next question is, what does hemi mean? So the correct answer was half, and Katie got that one first. Next question, what does mal mean? So Allie got that one. The next question is, what does Arthur or arthro mean? Okay, so the correct answer was joint. So Ifa got that one. And then the last question is, what does cephal or cephalo mean? That was the last question, and head was the correct answer. Ifa got that point. So our final winner with 4 points is Jay. And then in second place is a tie between Ashley and Ifa.